Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Gregory's vlog. Today I will be talking about sports. Nothing in general, just everything I know about it. Let's do. Right. First of all, I'm going to be talking about the Commonwealth Games. England had a very successful games this time. We finished second in the table behind Australia, but we did very, very well indeed in the running and the I think it's cycling and swimming events. We did very well at, but the Australians just tore us apart. They had, I think, 20 more golds than England, about 5 more silver and about 10 more bronze than us, and they whooped us. But I'll tell you, we had a successful time in the Gold Coast. It was brilliant, very, very good, finishing second. That's the second or third time we've finished second in the table behind Australia now. But it seems like we have been getting better and better and better, which is what we like to see. Now, talking about the other nations, Scotland and Wales, they also had their best ever Commonwealth Games. A couple of them got golds. I think they had about 10 golds and about 5 silvers, 5 bronze. But they had their best ever Commonwealth Games. Wales only finished a couple of places behind them as well with their best ever medals tally. And the one other thing I do like about the Commonwealth Games is that it also puts in the para people as well, which is very, very good. One of our English ladies in the 100 meters won by a comfortable margin by about 2 seconds in the T38 category, which is cerebral palsy, and she absolutely annihilated everyone. And it's good to see that they run the disability events along with the normal events as well. I think that should be a thing throughout the world, including the Olympics. I think they should run all of the Olympics together, not the Paralympics as a separate one. I think they should do it all as one, and then that'd be brilliant. Now, the other thing is, there's been breaking news today about Arsene Wenger of Arsenal. He is allegedly leaving at the end of the season. In his 22-year reign, he's won 8 FA Cup titles, which is more than any other manager in the Premier League, and he's won 3 Premier League titles, one of them being the Invincibles, where they went 44 games unbeaten in that season, which was immense. But the one thing that has eluded him is the Champions League. He's got to a final of the Champions League before, but lost to Barcelona. So he's never won the Champions League. And as it stands, they're still in Europe, in the Europa League. They've got Atletico Madrid in the next round of the Europa League. That's going to be really tough for them, I think. But we'll see what happens, I think. As I predict with Arsene Wenger, he's been there a long time. He's the oldest manager in the Premier League as well, at 68. But he's done a very, very good job at Arsenal. It's only the last 2 seasons have they dropped outside the top 4. In the 20 years that he was manager, they never finished outside the top 4. Never. That's good for Arsene Wenger, but I think his time's up. It's time to go for him, I think, and get someone else in to try and get Champions League football next season. But if they win the Europa League, Arsenal, they get into the Champions League anyway. So we'll see what happens. Next, F1. Now, it's been an interesting start to the F1 season, and there's been a lot of incidents in there, like Max Verstappen hitting Kimi Raikkonen in the last race, and Lewis Hamilton's not been on best form at all this season so far. He's had a third and a fourth place finish, because the fourth place finish was because of Max Verstappen's 10-second time penalty at the end of the race. And well, at the moment Sebastian Vettel is leading the championship, not by much though, but he is. He had a terrible race last time out, finishing 7th, and he won the first 2 races, but it's not going according to plan for him at the moment. Daniel Ricciardo won the China race, which was brilliant, because Red Bull came out when there was a safety car and played it to their advantage, got out in clean air, and Daniel Ricciardo went on to win the race ahead of Raikkonen and Bottas. But it was a very, very interesting race. Could have gone. I think Max Verstappen could have got 2nd place if he didn't hit Raikkonen in the S's. So yeah, I think it's going to be a close season this time out, because Red Bull are taking to everyone else this season. If they continue the way they're going, I think it could be a 3-horse battle for the Drivers' Championship this season. I think it could be between Vettel, Hamilton and Ricciardo, because Ricciardo won the last race, so he's the gap to first and second is dropped now. He had an engine failure in the last race, the power just cut out, so that's not really very good. So yeah, football, no, rugby. Bath, I'm a Gloucester supporter, and they're not really doing very well this season. We're ahead of Bath, we're ahead of our rivals, Bath, but we could be higher up if we manage to get more points this season, but not at the moment. I don't think we're going to break into top 4 at all. We've dropped silly points from winning positions this season, so it's not really very good. And yeah, that's all the sports news for now. I'm signing off. Please like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and see ya.